it's your favorite redundancies, favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Sith Jump Trooper, which is basically a red version of the white Jump Trooper that we looked at last year. But I got nothing on the docket for tomorrow, so I might as well give you something. Maybe you're interested in how the deco works out or how it looks in the diorama. Figure it's the least I can do. Look at me, sacrifice upon sacrifice. Anyway, let's take a look at this guy. He only comes with one accessory, so it shouldn't take long. In fact, he comes with one gun that we have seen before, and unfortunately, there's problems with this. So it's a red plastic. As you can see, the black paint there doesn't come down all the way that it should, and that's pretty much the same throughout that entire barrel. The extended part of the barrel is done much better, and then the silver accents are done as well. And then I guess I can't expect them to paint that black, but that's an easy enough fix for us on our own. And to be fair, so is this, but I feel like that's something easily that they could have gotten kind of a little bit closer to the mark. The sculpt is good, though. The sculpt works just fine. And he'll hold that just fine. And it can plug into the side of his leg as well. And let's talk about the figure. So the head is on a double ball peg, which is nice. You're going to be able to get it up to there, down to there, confused dog look. The swivel, the black paint is minimal, but it's sharp and clean, so that's nice, and it has the glossy plastic so it looks armor-esque. No issues. Shoulders, disc hinge. This armor should tuck inside. It will. It's still a little limited. Let me try this side. That side works much better. Get you up to 90 degrees. Let's see if I can. There we go. Both sides. Bicep swivel is here at the elbow with the single hinge that gets you a little... no, about 90 degrees even. And the disc hinge where it plugs in, gets you the spin all the way around. Wrist swivel, hinge in, out. This one hinges up, down. No issues. This is a supporting hand. You know what I want, extra hands. We have Tampo paint, black and yellow here on the chest. That looks good, and the black paint is clean. For the jetpack, we have the silver that's done well, and then the yellow that's done well throughout, as well as the black. No issues. We have a double, I think it's a double ball peg from the, it might be a single. Either way, it works well. Little bit over, good bit back, swivel, teapot, no issues, black paint there. We have this, which is a floating piece, softer plastic with the black paint added on. Looks pretty good. And then for the hips, we have T-jointed ball joints that get you out to there and forward to there. Now, this is a problem with this armor, and it's because it's not a drop down like SHF does. In order to get it, you have to spin at the thigh swivel and then rotate it up, but then you can't spin it back, and there's no swivel at the knee. So he always, and you'll see, I'll do one later for final thoughts. It always looks like he's kind of having a bit of a pretty leap, which doesn't quite do much for the kind of intimidating factor. But you do get it. You just have to move it out to the side, which isn't optimal. Thigh swivel like we talked about, double jointed knee, no issues there. All the black paint that's added to the red is clean. And then we have the ankles. You get a tilt up, you get a tilt down, you get a rocker where it pegs into the foot, and then the black paint is added to the sole of the boot. And there he is from the back. And there he is in the diorama, and we're almost filled to capacity here. It's almost time to maybe either lose the droids or call it a day for this shelf, because we're fully booked and busy. Not a whole lot of room for any additionals, but there he is, my $20 addition to my first order shelf. Final thoughts wise, we'll start with the negatives. My main issue with this guy is the engineering regarding the thigh. Is just, it would work fine under the way they did it if they had the new knees like Count Dooku used. Then you could spin the knee back and kind of cheat the system a little bit. It's just a lot harder to actually cheat the system when you have to spin that thigh out to the side. It's not impossible, and it's not the ugliest thing in the world, but it certainly could be done better. And other than that, there's not a whole lot of negatives to report. But to be fair, there's not a whole lot of positives. It's kind of just fine. The paint is clean, which is a nice touch. The articulation works for the most part, with the exception of the thigh, or hip rather. Has one accessory that does its job. It's just a very basic trooper, which is fine and ultimately does the job, but it certainly doesn't leave you super satisfied with anything. It's just kind of like, yep, there's another one. So the sculpt is good. The articulation is fine. Accessories are appropriate and work well. Price point's decent, and overall it's fine. It's just certainly anything but exciting. But I can recommend it because ultimately it surely is not a bad thing. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.